On Midday Live, we pride in bringing you nothing than the best of latest of news. You've enjoyed some politics. We've had the opportunity to discuss the social issues. It's now time for us to get updates from our world of business. And my name is Kweku Timin. Let's get to the local front now as the Power Minister, Dr. Kwabena Donkor, has inspected ongoing rural electrification projects in some communities in the Ahanta West district of the Western region. The project forms part of government's drive to achieve a universal access to electricity by 2016.
About 1,200 residents in about 16 communities are benefiting from the rural electrification project. The project, which was started in June 2013, forms part of government's efforts to ensure every remote part of the country is connected to the national grid. Kwame Krom, Chavre, Akweda are some of the beneficiary communities. A resident at Kwame Krom, Anthony Adadikujo, wanted government to speed up the project. Dr. Kwabena Donkor briefed the residents of his visit.
I want to plead with residents to complete the wiring of their homes on time. Officials of ECG will also provide meters to facilitate the process of providing electricity.
At Chavre, most residents had completed the wiring of their homes and streetlights bulbs had also been fixed.
Alright, so if you're not hooked onto the national grid yet, well, government says it's doing all it can. But this time around, we'll switch to the market centers, and here traders at the Agbogboloshi Mokola No. 2 market are calling on government to speed up the reconstruction of the market after fire gutted it in 2010. They also want the Accra Metropolitan Assembly to take over the ownership of the market from its original owners.
This was the atmosphere at the Agbogboloshi Mokola No. 2 market Tuesday morning. It's been 5 years the market was razed down by the fire, and traders lament the property owners Mokola Market Company Limited has failed to reconstruct it after collecting property rates from traders. The market women claim they are recording low sales as they sell under these temporal structures. They also complain of paying high property rates despite their current situation.
We are pleading with the president. He should send some delegations to come and see us here, because he came and promised us that when this place got built, he came and promised that he's going to see to that they will build it for us. So we are begging him. We are begging him. He should send some delegations to come and see what is going on at Mokola No. 2 Agbogboloshi. 5 good years now. 5 good years now since that our things got bent. Up till now, nothing is going on here.
Grace Awo lost her crutch during the fire outbreak 5 years ago. With an initial pupil population of about 400, its numbers have dwindled to just 14.
I have the school, so part of the school land has been taken from me, but every 2 years they increase the rents, so there's no even space. I was having 400 keys on road, but as I'm speaking now, you can go into the school. We have less than 40 keys on road, but the rent is always increasing. They have taken portion of the land.
Meanwhile, the head of operations of the company managing the market, Rosemary Grant, says the contractor has returned to site.
The site has been handed over to the contractor some years back, and work is currently ongoing. We've been having site meetings, and at the moment, we are relocating the service lines to enable works to continue. So without the relocation of the service lines, the contractor cannot move ahead.
She says it took close to a year for the state insurance company SIC to pay their compensation package of 1.4 million cedis for work to commence.
What we want to assure them is that we have the interest at heart. So what they need to do is to support the company so that all the good plans that we have concerning the market would come to pass.
Alright, so His Excellency, if the market women come out with clear English like this, then obviously it tells you they mean business at Mokola No. 2. We would quickly look at some labor matters, and here Union of Industry, Commerce and Financial Workers, UNICOF, says it will convene an emergency meeting next week with management of GCB Bank to back down on its decision to lay off 500 workers. General Secretary of UNICOF, John Esiape, spoke to our reporter, Daniel Opoku.
According to UNICOF, it has received a letter from the management of GCB Bank on its intention to lay off 500 workers. The letter, it explained, did not indicate the reason for laying them off.
As a national union and workers, nobody is happy going home. And the law has just created this dispensation for such activities to be conducted, but in a very humane manner. But let me also hasten to add that there are a lot of institutions that are doing this. And we have been in some of these discussions in some institutions where, because of our approach to the negotiations, management has backed down and discontinued the process.
Already, most companies, including Stanchart Ghana, as at the end of last year, had laid off 80 workers. Currently, it has concluded negotiations with the UNICOF to lay off another set of workers. SIC Insurance has also indicated plans to lay off some workers by next month. But UNICOF says it is hopeful there would be redundancy packages for affected workers.
In most cases, there are even workers who themselves want to leave, but because there are no packages in place, they tend to encourage us to go through the process.
Meanwhile, UNICOF has petitioned the National Labour Commission to address the impasse on the sale of ADB Bank.
All right, so that's all we have for you in business.